ng ganun. Pwede bang sabihin ko sa inyo na do not the people of the Philippines. Magkagulo tayo. Huwag ninyo kaming isali, buhay pa ako. Alam mo, pag nagkurdita ito, patayan lip and right yan, baka una kayo. Mabusisi yung budget proposal. Kaya talagang I was really in shock when I said, kung mabusisi pala yung proseso, pagdating sa dulo, blanco. Paano nangyari? Hindi talaga pwede yan. Hindi talaga pwede. That's in plain, that's bullshit. Either somebody there is stupid or more stupid than the others. Huwag mong gawain niya because it carries with it a lot of legal consequences. Isa dyan, yung mapriso ka. And you cannot escape the rigors of scrutiny kasi dadaan ng maraming papel. And it goes back to the proponents, kung may kopya sila, but sabi niya, hindi ko ito sinabi. This is wrong because I never advocated for this kind of action. Malikot ang papel sa gobyerno. So, do not try to, for those enterprising or whatever you want, huwag mong gawain niya kasi talagang kung sa opisina kita, barilin kita. Totoo. Para mo akong pinahiya. At pagtawanan ako ng mga congressman. So, mabuti yung alam ninyo. Barilan ka agad para wala ng istorya. Luko-luko may trial ba tayo ang gastos yan?
And I was also chairman of the Committee on Appropriations in 2019. This is the first time that I saw a bicameral conference committee report na may mga blanco. Nasyak nga ako.
Hindi pwede yan. Hindi pwede niya. Para ka nag-issue ng check niya ng blanco to. You are dealing with the people of the Philippines. You do not issue a blank check to anyone because that is really addressed to the government first. At ang mga taga-gobyerno ang maglagay ng what's the ano yung sabihin? Sila na ang maglagay, ang sekretary o ang direktor? Anong kalokohan ng naisip ninyo niya?
Obviously, Mr. President, meron akong abandonment of constitutional duty on the part of Congress. But kay Kong Sid, sino sa tingin mo ang nag-fill up ng blanco? Yung BICAM pa rin ba who operates as the third chamber o merong fourth chamber na unknown?
Well, let us assume na yung mga pumirma sila. But tama yung imagination mo. Yung BICAM has been called now the third chamber kasi binabago talaga nila yung binabago nila yung budget. Noong araw, inabutan ko pa yun sa that was 16th Congress na kung ano yung natapos ng House
Appropriations Act,
GAB, at saka yung GAB na ginawa ng Senate, gagawa pa kami ng matrix. Yung House version versus Senate version, then yung variance. Yun ang pag-usapan nyo kung ano yung
reconciliation.
Reconciliation, may matrix. Ngayon, binabago talaga nila lahat. So, that's why we call it third chamber. Yung possible imagination na may fourth chamber na nag-fill up. Well, kung meron man, those who sign are still responsible kasi sila pumirma.
Falsification yan. If it changes the meaning, if it's just a grammar, putting a correct one or in ganon, okay pa yan. And or, pero if you change, put the sentence to change its meaning, far different from the original intent of Congress or the executive order, then it changes the meaning and you are not allowed to do that because you can go to jail.
At Mr. President, yung fina-flash show kanina sa screen ay yung nakuha lang ni Kong Sid na kopya. Para marami hong nakikinig sa inyo at sumusubaybay. Baka pwede ipakita rin ho ninyo sa kanila yung kopya kung ipinakita ninyo na pirmado ng mga miyembro ng Bicameral Conference Committee na blanco yung amount na inaprubahan at naging enrolled bill. Ito po.
Yan.
Yung mga blanco. Oo. Then pirmado nila.
Ito yung mga blanco. You cannot pass a law with blank.
It has to be complete, sir.
That is not allowed. Bakit mo ilagay blanco dyan? Oh, if it's a contingent amount, you place the contingent amount. Whether it falls short or sobra, then you can add. Or kunin mo kung may sobra. But you cannot speculate by placing a blank there for the amount of the appropriations or whatever it is. It's just not, it is not allowed by law. You cannot pass an incomplete appropriation or bill for that matter, whatever. It leaves an speculation. Mag-ano pa yung tao, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Ano bang ilagay natin dito? Then, whoever is the end user of this papel would have the, ngayon, kung bright ka, sige, ilagay na natin dito, pasobra natin ng konti. Para yung, ganun talaga, kulang. O sige, sobrahan ninyo, o kulangan ninyo. Then you leave the money intended for any public purpose to the speculation or to the guessing game of the people who are supposed to implement the law. Bawal o yan. Bawal o yan. And you can go to jail for that. Mind you.
Thank you, sir. Congressman Sid, just to give our, especially the ordinary Filipinos, better understanding on this, itong bicameral report was already signed and ratified, has been incomplete, apparently, no? Has been transmitted to the executive department. Which,
hindi. Yung bicameral conference committee report, after ratification, i-reflect na yun siya sa tinatawag ng enrolled bill. Yun na yung final copy.
Correct.
Na dadalhin sa Malacanang for signature of the President.
Correct.
Usually, pagdating naman sa President, marami namang economic managers, particularly DBM, will assist him review the budget.
Correct. So, ang nangyari, sir, no, just for everyone's understanding, that bicameral report na blanco, we could assume...
May pages na blanco.
May pages na blanco. We could assume that when it reached the office of the President, may items na yun.
May amount.
Mayroon na, may amount na. Yung GAA, may yung enrolled bill na dumating sa office of the may amount na.
Correct. Which later on, he signed. The President signed.
After the review. Kasi nag-request siya ng extension, di ba? Na i-move na yung signing kasi i-review doon niya.
Now, Congressman Sid, with this development now, we found out that the bicameral report was, there were items na blanco, but napirmahan na. What could be the implication on this particular matter, especially to the office of the President?
Actually, the budget is highly questionable. Kung akong tatanungin, akit na yan dapat sa Supreme Court kasi napirmahan na ng Presidente.
Sid, matanong kita, when would be the earliest event that could discover this kind of...
Actually, Mayor President, I was studying, gumagawa ko ng paper. Yung part 1, binigay ko na kay Atty. Vic. Marami na pumiligyan. Yung mga kaibigan ko na mga advocates doon, health advocates, pinadagyan sa part 1. While I was making part 2, in fact, I have a meeting last week dapat kay Atty. Bago na yan, a few days ago, kay Atty. Vic sa kay Peter Lavinia. Nung yun, ibas ko. Nakita ko, all of a sudden, na-remember ko yung Bicameral Conference Committee report. Kasi gaa-gaa lang tayo eh. Unconstitutional, yung education budget, nalampasan ng DPWH. And I reviewed the PhilHealth budget. Sabi ko, tingnan ko kayo yung BICAM report. Tingnan ko yung BICAM report because I want to know kung ano ba yung ginawa nila. Na-shock ako nung nakita ko pag open ko sa BICAM report. Naku, may mga blanco. So, isa-isa ko. So, I made my study now. Ito na yung ginawa ko, Mr. President, na well, 3 or 4 days ago, nakita ko.
It behooves upon you to call the attention of the public. And lahat na, President, pati lahat ng Senador, pati yung judiciary, that there is something terribly wrong going on. And if need be, you file the necessary corresponding charges, anti-graft, kung sino ng palusot niya into its final form, dumating sa inyo. You did not really na-approve sa Congress any attempt to pass on to Congress a falsified or a thing which is not a document which is not true and correct is, as a matter of fact, at that point already a consummated crime.
In fact, Mr. President, yung pinakita po ninyo kanina, itong signed na committee report, it bolstered and strengthened the position po ng Makati Business Club na itong 2025 unconstitutional budget is not only unconstitutional but hijacked. Hinijack talaga dahil totally different from the NEP that was submitted by the Office of the President. Ang masaklap pa, hinijack yun na blanco pa yung committee report sa napakaraming items.
Well, that's something which has be looked into. I hope that the appropriate action can be taken by ikaw, Sid, or any other Filipino dito nakikinig sa atin ngayon. Ako sana, pero matanda na ako, matagal na ako nawala sa practice. But nandito sila, Atty. Delgra and the rest of the taga Davao. Meron naman itong, marami kami ditong talagang totoong Pilipino nagmamahal sa bayan. So, I'm sure that they would not allow these things to pass just like that. Mahirap yan.
If I may, Mr. President and Congressman Ungap Harvey, ang pagkaintindi ko, dito sa na-discover mo, Congressman Sid, isang departamento lang ito, and including a provision on the unprogrammed appropriation.
Yes, isang department.
Mukhang hindi mo pa natapos kung baka mayroon pa mga blanco.
Actually, may part 3 ako, pero highly technical pero it still affects the integrity of the budget. May mga dinagdag
You can give it to the pa dito sa mga locals na mga sanay sa budget, even itong mga local governments. I may be able to help you to find some people willing to work on it. Pag-aralan yan. Hindi tayo nagkulang yan. Siguro, si Atty. Delgra is one hell of a Filipino. A good lawyer. Siya yung abogado ko nga pero hindi ako makulong. Pero kung makulong ako, malas talaga. Ibig sabihin. Hindi dahil sa kanila. Baka dahil kay sino ito mga
Dagdag ko lang yung naging pangungusap ni Pangulong Duterte, tayo mga Pilipino, maging vigilant tayo. Nakita natin na yung akala natin na unconstitutional 2025 budget ay dahil lamang sa pag-defund sa PhilHealth. Ito po may pinakita ngayong gabi ni Pangulong Duterte, yung blankong committee report ng Bicameral Conference Committee ay higit pa pala doon sa nalalaman nating mga Pilipino. At pasalamat tayo kay Congressman Sidungab sa kanyang pagsasaliksik at lumalabas yung katotohanan dahil wala na talagang transparency. At ngayon naman, tayo mga Pilipino dapat humingi ng accountability.
Nakikiusap lang ako sa mga ulol na to. Kung sino yung gumagawa ng ganun. Pwede bang sabihin ko sa inyo na do not the people of the Philippines. Magkagulo tayo. Huwag ninyo kaming isali, buhay pa ako. Saka nandyan yung military pati police hindi papayag ng I know them. The ever vigilant na military pati police. Hindi papayag ng ano. You better, kayong nasa bureaucracy, better stand up straight and be counted as a true Filipino. Otherwise, you are asking for your early demise. Alam mo, pag nag-kudita ito, patayan lip and right yan, baka una kayo. Alam mo, yung ayaw ng sundalo, naghihirap na nga sila para sa bayan, tapos nanakawan pa ninyo ng pera. Ibigay na lang yung sa mga sundalo sana yan, bakit pa ninyo, not good. Not good. Dagdag na lang yung sa edukasyon sa mga bata, yung sa mga disasters, dagdagan ninyo, yung ano talaga, edukasyon, pati yung mga sa welfare department. Yun ang kailangan talaga ng ano. Ako, edukasyon. Dagdag na lang ninyo, huwag ninyong sayangan yung pera. Yan lang ang payo ko sa inyo. Sabi, nag-warning ako sa inyo, huwag kayong gumagawa ng ganon. Pagka marami, hindi papayag ang soldado niya. Iyariin kayo, sigurado ako niyan. Kilala ko ang sundalo. Naging presidente ako. Napipigilan lang. Pero pag if it goes haywire, bahala kayo. Basta ako nagbigay ng warning sa inyo.